An excerpt from the book Jesus of Nazareth, Volume 2, Pope Benedict XVI. The crowning with thorns. The soldiers are playing cruel games with Jesus. They know that he claims to be a king, but now he is in their hands. Now it pleases them to humiliate him, to display their power over him, and perhaps to offload vicariously onto him their anger against their rulers. Him whose whole body is torn and wounded, they vest as a caricature with the tokens of imperial majesty, the purple robe, the crown plaited from thorns, and the reed scepter. They pay homage to him. Hail, King of the Jews! Their homage consists of blows to his head, through which they once more express their utter contempt for him. The history of religions knows the figure of the mock king, related to the figure of the scapegoat. Whatever may be afflicting the people is offloaded onto him. In this way, it is to be driven out of the world. Without realizing it, the soldiers were actually accomplishing what those rites and ceremonies were unable to achieve. Upon him was the chastisement that made us whole, and with his stripes we were healed. Isaiah 53:5. Thus caricatured, Jesus is led to Pilate, and Pilate presents him to the crowd, to all mankind. Ecce homo, here is the man. John 19:5. The Roman judge is no doubt distressed at the sight of the wounded and derided figure of this mysterious defendant. He is counting on the compassion of those who see him. Ecce homo. The expression spontaneously takes on a depth of meaning that reaches far beyond this moment in history. In Jesus, it is man himself that is manifested. In him is displayed the suffering of all who are subjected to violence, all the downtrodden. His suffering mirrors the inhumanity of worldly power, which so ruthlessly crushes the powerless. In him is reflected what we would call sin. This is what happens when man turns his back upon God and takes control over the world into his own hands. There is another side to all this, though. Jesus' inmost dignity cannot be taken from him. The hidden God remains present within him. Even the man subjected to violence and vilification remains the image of God. Ever since Jesus submitted to violence, it has been the wounded, the victims of violence, who have been the image of the God who chose to suffer for us. So Jesus, in the throes of his passion, is an image of hope. God is on the side of those who suffer.